Hello, my name is All Systems Go. I am the personified version of this stream. I don't know. Anyways, thanks for stopping by, everyone. We were trying to come up with a cold open and it failed miserably, so that's all I have for you today.
That was the
But
most successful one yet.
I'm sorry, we're very late. Yeah, I won't name names, but one person was maybe partially the cause for that, and then we all just ran with it for reasons that shall not be named. But we are here, we are ready, and we are going to play everyone's favorite Blades in the Dark. My name is Sean. I am the GM of this, and these are my three lovely players, Abby, Logan, and Sarah. And they have just finished a heist against the Spirit Wardens. Duchess has successfully bound herself to a demon, and
A
they
demon.
are on a mission to get the last item requested by said demon, fondly known as Tempe or Temperance. And that last item is a enchanted mirror, which is currently in the hold of a noble family, which they don't know quite yet, but I'm sure they'll find out soon enough. Other than that, I think Doskvol is in a little bit of an uproar in the coming days after you kind of finish this heist. You see, newspapers are running rumors about something going on in the Spirit Wardens' training grounds in their headquarters, as well as you see a significant uptick in Bluecoat and Spirit Warden activity, as well as whispers of kind of increased sort of violent actions by both groups as they try and crack down on the gangs in the area. So, well, not really in the area, in all of Duskfall, as they don't know exactly who may be the cause of all this, but there are whispers that a certain special gang of ladies might have been involved.
Who,
So,
us?
I think things might be a little tense for a while. So we could either do a little time jump, or
Yeah, I
y'all can
think
get going on some secretive stuffs. Duchess is technically in prison.
we should wait for Duchess to get out of jail. So it would make sense to hang low and kind of do our own thing while this all kind of blows over.
Sure, yeah. So
I
I
just
think
teach at my day school like I usually do.
your day job at the university.
I
I
am in
part
prison
my
for a
hair down
month
the
or two.
middle and I put on my glasses.
You're out for a whole month. Okay, well, I think while you're there, you get to know Temperance very well and learn how to control some of their abilities better, as well as maybe learn a little bit about them. Specifically, you do have to make sure you achieve the demon's dark desires in order to maintain access to your abilities. And so I think over talking with Temperance, you find out that they are mostly interested in manipulating people when they're vulnerable in order to take advantage of their basest desires, whatever those are. So greed, lust, so on and so forth, vengeance, things like that. They also of course, are always looking to tip things in the favor of demons and sort of demonic agendas. So they try and maybe lure people over to the dark side of the spiritual and the demonic, like have worshippers, trying to get worshippers and people who will do work for them, like maybe you three are doing.
I think Duchess, in this month where she's in prison, I'm sure when it got a little more strict, they revoked the day passes from prison.
Probably, yeah. They maybe didn't let that happen quite as frequently.
I think she was really bored. And maybe she found someone who just sort of like got picked up off the street. They were like really down, and maybe they were like standing next to a gang that was getting arrested, and so they got sort of like shoved into here as well. And I think she's gonna spend like the entire month like softening them up so that
Hmm.
she can do something to satisfy the dark desire somehow. sort of like I don't know what does temperance want? Like, do I just have to manipulate someone to do something, or do they want something specific? Like, they just want someone to do something that they wouldn't normally do.
I think the dark desire, it's kind of abstracted. So I think the it's the act of like manipulating people. Specifically though, I mean demons aren't good by any means, and they're not interested in helping people. They want to be in control of everything in general because they're powerful beings. So generally, the manipulation is in the service of that which we might consider evil or bad.
Okay, great idea. There's just
Great
the one
idea.
guard that revoked the day passes. So Duchess has been sort of grooming this individual, like saying how this one guard is the reason they're there, and sort of like becoming this person's friend, and then like convincing them that this guard is the problem, and then she's going to like have them murder this guard so that she can just walk on out in the commotion.
Okay, sure, sure. Okay, I think that's definitely possible. I think you'll have to roll something for it, though.
Yes, I imagine so. Um, hmm.
What's this person's name, Logan?
What is their name?
Hmm, a name. What's in a name?
I don't
Rice.
know. It's an NPC. You're supposed to come up with their name.
You made them up. Okay, Hunt. Oh my gosh, who's hunting?
That was
Let's see.
just my
What's a
That
test
good
was a
roll.
name?
test roll.
Oh. Um, let's see. Mm,
Milfred.
Milfred. Sure, Milfred. That's great.
Ah, don't you love how
Poor
once you
Milfred.
throw out an idea, it immediately is finalized?
You just had to say something and I would have gone along with it, unless it
I
was
like
absolutely
Milfred.
horrible. Milfred's
Milfred.
great. Milfred is just a simple person who was trying to live their life, eking out a living, and they got thrown in prison after they got caught up, yeah, in a gang bust,
I think
basically.
it's really tragic. I think like maybe a gang like killed her husband and their child, and she was like confronting them when they got busted, and then she was just assumed to be part of it, and then she got arrested as well, and she's just
Yeah, they
had
don't
a
care.
really bad luck, and she's
Yeah, she's
vulnerable.
emotionally devastated.
And you're like, now that
She
you're in
is.
prison, you should really be in prison. Like, let's really make this.
You're already in prison, so you might as well roll with it and do what you can.
Well, I'm gonna tell her that it's like this one guard's fault. Like he let out those gang members from prison, and then that's when they went and killed her husband. Like it's all his fault. Like he didn't stop
Hmm.
it. And you know what would be really great? Like if she could avenge her husband. Like I'm my friend's a ghost whisperer, and she got a message to me that your husband, he's real upset that you haven't avenged him yet. He was expecting more of you, and your baby, oh, she's just he's real sad too. So you should go kill that guy.
The baby ghosts, they're the saddest.
Yeah. Yep. Hmm. Probably consort, because I imagine it's more of like I'm building a relationship with this person.
Probably, yes.
What's
Though
my
it could
op?
be sway. It's
Well,
up
I
to you.
want it to be consort.
What's your ob? There are no obs. Your obs are the same as they always are, Logan. Ob 20. Okay. No, your position and effect will be controlled standard. 'Cause I think you're in a fairly controlled position here. You've
Controlled
run at the prison.
standard.
They're vulnerable.
They are vulnerable.
So it's pretty dramatic that they're trying to kill a guard.
I don't think it's. I'm not like saying I'll go kill them, but more of like a go. Like I want it to be like she causes a commotion, and then like when all the guards are like piling on her to stop it, like I walk out the front door.
Okay.
Do I want to do anything? I only have two. I used to be really good at consort, and now it's one of my worst. Controlled standard.
Gotta roll those dice to get that XP.
Only if it's desperate.
Yeah, well, make it desperate.
I don't know if I could do that. Or whatever. Oh,
Ooh, 6. Okay, what did we say her name was? Mildred?
Milfred.
Milfred. Milfred.
Yeah,
You
Milfred.
successfully convinced
Completely
poor
different.
Milfred that, yeah, very, so odd off. You successfully convinced Milfred that the source of all of her woes is this guard. And within short order, towards the end of the month, she is all riled up, ready to go, and
I like give
causes.
her a shiv that I've smuggled in.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, you can literally just make shivs out of your demon powers, but
I'm like, you want to get over there? Let's teleport over there real quick. Right up behind him.
so yes, and she tries to jump this guard. I think she's mildly successful before every other guard dogpiles her, and it's probably not going to be a good time. But you also achieve your goal, which is to get out of prison. So you are free temporarily. I guess it's the month, so that was the end of your sentence, right?
Yeah, I think I just wanted that guy out so that if I ever come back, then I can get my day passes back.
Hmm.
Oh, he was specifically the source of the day pass.
Yeah.
Can we roll a
the
fortune die
obstruction.
to see how successful she is?
Ooh, I like
Oh,
that.
Milfred?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is she tier 0 or tier 1?
Unless, yeah, I was gonna say she's either tier 0 or tier 1. So, do you train her at all to be capable of fighting?
Yeah, I got 4 skirmish. I think it's more of me
Okay.
just beating her up constantly, and she's not really learning anything, and then I get mad at her for not getting better. So she's probably tier
Classic
0
Duchess.
still.
Well, give her tier 1 for sheer rage and horrible teachings from Duchess. Yes.
Just
I
tier 1
get-
for
Yes,
surviving.
Duchess.
I get an improved relation with someone when I'm in jail, so I'm thinking whatever, like maybe some other gang also wanted this guy taken out.
Sure. I mean, you have to pick. You
It-
got all the options.
Who do we want to be more friends with?
I think you're negative with a couple people.
The
could get the-
Neutral with
Gondoliers.
the sisters.
Who's that one person that the gondoliers? Maybe we could get them up to -1.
Yeah, that would be good.
Okay. We'll do that.
Could be a powerful ally eventually.
Just a couple.
We went-
Just 4 more prison sentences.
Lightning
Even
Man.
a 1 or a
yeah.
2 is good, but
Yeah. So maybe.
oh, Milfred sure rages ineffectual, unfortunately.
I walk out and shake my head like, what? She never amounted to much anyway.
And unfortunately, I think that will be
You,
the
like,
sad
wave
end of
goodbye
Milfred
to her.
as well.
No, Milford.
R.I.P.
You'll
Milford.
be a
luck,
recurring
dearie.
character.
Bye.
I'll bring you back eventually.
Milfred's ghost. Okay, and so you are out of a prison.
Yeah.
Did anyone else want to do anything while this time passes?
Can people leave Doskvol normally?
There are boats that go
Yeah,
other
There's
places.
boats and I guess there's the train too.
Yeah, there's the trains.
Does Rain
It's not
want to take a vacay?
the like poor folk don't really leave. Does Rain want to take a vacay? That's a great question. Just roll a fortune die, because
Yeah.
I don't know. She's a lovely lady, but she is Duskvol
Oh.
born and raised. No. She
No vacay?
is like,
Muse
One day
won't let her
maybe.
Take a
go.
vacay, but not with you.
she says she would love to take a vacation with you one day, but Muse is just taking up all of her time. They're working on some stuff. They've been doing really well. Their business is booming. They need her helping to keep everything
I guess
going.
that's fine.
So
I'll
she
go on a
can't take an
vacay by
extended vacation.
myself.
Okay, where are you going?
I don't know. What? I
Don't
imagine
know.
not on a boat.
Don't want to be on a boat?
I'm
I-
crushed. I'm
hmm.
We
crushed.
see a lot of boats in our future.
You could go back home.
Does Rosalind want to go on a vacay?
Ooh,
I don't know. Rosalind might be
scandalous.
mad at you.
Roll a fortune die.
Roll 0 fortune die if you want to check that.
Oh yeah.
You could go to.
Oh boy.
You could go back to the. Where are you from?
Tycherousi.
Yeah, Tycherousi. You could go back to Tycherousi.
Yeah, I'll go to Tycherousi. I'll think about inviting Rosalind. I'll be like, no, Rosalind doesn't want to go to Tycherousi, even though she's also from Tycherousi, and then I'll go.
Tycherousi is far away.
It's very far away.
Ooh, what if?
Do you
Sean.
tell me that you're leaving?
Yeah.
Okay.
Echo, do you want to go to Tycherousi?
It's not like you're just
We
gone.
can go on a vacay together.
Yes, Logan?
Can I roll a fortune dice to see if Sylph thinks that she sees Rain in Tycherousi with someone else?
Mm.
What?
Drama.
No. Unless you have are you implying that Rain did go to Tycherousi? Like, did go on a vacation with someone else?
No, but
Or
I'm
you-
implying that Sylph is paranoid, so she thinks that she sees Rain everywhere.
And she's obsessed.
Paranoid
How do you
and
feel about
obsessed is
this?
Such a good combination.
It's great.
So
Yeah, do it.
okay.
What
roll
are
one
the-
fortune die.
Is 6 yes?
I turn you down for
Yeah.
being invited to
Six is
Tycherousi.
yes,
Echo, we
Logan
could-
wants
Why doesn't anybody want to go on a boat with me?
Duchess would love to go. She's
Because
looking
you're
for
a
more
creepy
luxury
scion
in her
of an
life.
old guy.
Ah! Ooh.
You have the party barge. Why would you want to go on a... Oh, okay. So you do. Apparently. While you're in Tycherousi, you are walking around visiting your old stomping grounds. Do you visit your family? I don't think you do, probably.
No.
I don't think they're very happy with you.
No. I'll visit Rosalind's family, though.
Since I got a
Maybe
6,
Rosalind's
Sean,
family.
can I ask for something more? What if she thinks that she sees Rain with Rosalind? I will turn this into
Sure.
a soap opera.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, so wandering
it's
the
so good.
streets of Tycherousi. It's been a long time since you've been there. You're not used to many of the people have different sort of physical alterations due to a supposed demonic influence. But this also means that there's lots of people with lots of different qualities, and kind of going through the crowds one night, you see someone in the distance and you're like, is that Rain and Rosalind? Like, someone has the same sort of
Yeah.
hair that effect that Rosalind has. And I don't know, would you confront them, you think?
No, I'll follow Rosalind back to wherever she goes.
You'll follow the person that you think is Rosalind?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they
Can I roll hunt to see if I'm successful?
God, it's the first time they've ever wanted to roll hunt in their life. Because there's... Sure, you can roll hunt.
Okay.
Let's see, you'll be risky. No, controlled standard. It doesn't matter.
Controlled standard.
Hunting your lover. It's totally
Hmm.
fine.
0
Perfect.
dice. Okay, you fail. You try to follow them, but it's been a while since you've been in
Yeah.
Tycherousi, and you are not able to keep up as they disappear into the crowd. You could have sworn you heard
Mm-hmm.
Rain's voice
Mm-hmm,
and a little lilting song
Oh,
coming
I'm
from
so
that area,
excited.
as well as definitely the flowing hair that Rosalind is known for. Okay. Sure. Did you want to do anything else in Tycherousi?
No. I want to
Okay.
do something else when I get back to Doskvol, though.
Okay, well, you're gonna get back to Doskvol eventually. I wasn't sure how long you wanted to be in Tycherousi. I would say it probably takes a week to get there and a week to get back.
Okay,
Does
yeah.
that sound right? Yeah, I think that's fine.
Let's
It's
go
far
for a
away.
day trip. A week there, stay one night. A week back.
It's more the point
really
of
she just
getting
wanted to
out.
be on a
Yeah.
boat.
Yeah. Not really. Yeah.
Okay.
Sean, I have an
Did
idea.
yes.
I don't
Yes.
know how we feel about this,
I love it already.
but
It's usually a
I
good sign for me.
I feel like basically you guys go, and when you come back, like when you come back from your trip and when you get back from prison, I'm just like nowhere to be found.
So Duchess gets out of jail, comes back to an empty tower, and she's
Yeah.
just like, "Hello, where is everyone?"
Vinny's over in the
You
corner.
see there's like dust, you see there's like dust on the gondola, and you're like, something's not right.
I don't like it.
And I feel like maybe I get taken, or like maybe I had a plan to investigate something on my own, and I was like, it'll be great. I'll get captured and I'll find their secret lair, and then they can come and rescue me, or like whatever it is. And so I tell Mia or like a small child to deliver a message, like if so many days go by without me like appearing.
Sure.
I don't know if that's too hard because
Who
the
do you want to
party's
be taken
separated.
by?
My family, Sean, my crazy family. The ones that I'm investigating.
Technically. Oh, you're investigating them. Oh, okay.
Yeah, remember I got this whole clock.
I mean, I don't know if they would want to taketh you. To have you
I
tooketh.
am offended. They wouldn't want to take me? You don't
They
love
didn't.
me?
They don't want to taketh you. They're fine if you come visit.
But my body's so weird and interesting. I feel like
That's true.
I survived their experiments, Sean. They didn't think I did, and thus I am a success. And they must study me or something like that.
Sure. How do you want
Or-
to set that up?
Or we can say, no, that's too complicated.
Are you just are you just gonna be MIA then?
No, I feel like I do it as a like I do it thinking I have a plan, and then I wake up and I'm like, this was not my plan. Like I feel like I will have to like get back to you guys, or like leave a trail of breadcrumbs, or and it doesn't have to be like the one secret laboratory. It could just be like an adjunct branch.
Were they treating that grandma that we kidnapped?
Yes, they
Yeah.
were.
I feel like you would be like, yes, I'm gonna dress up as that grandma.
Yeah, I'm like, I'm gonna go in disguise.
Okay.
And
Yeah, I think you can do that.
I guess
It'll
the
change a
thing
lot of
is,
stuff.
okay.
I'm
I don't
not
have a
sure
good
what you
idea
want
of
to
what
get
to
out of
do.
it.
It's just I don't know what to do while everyone's having fun.
You should have come with me, but nobody wanted to.
You can have fun on your own.
I
Go make friends with someone. Clara's
Take
mad
a
at you
boat
right
trip
now.
with Mia.
You could hang out with Mia,
I don't know who
our
Clyra
tavern
is.
owner friend.
It was the tavern owner friend that I had from the very first episode that never came up ever again because I lived in my gondola after she kicked me out. That friend.
What else? Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
you could do more research on your family.
I could do research. Okay. I really just
Can
don't have
hang
a
out
great
with-
idea. That's
That's fine.
really
You
where
don't
this
have
is coming.
to. There's no pressure to actually do anything. So
Okay.
if people can do downtime stuff whenever, so there's no if you come up with something later. That
Okay.
is also fine. So Sylph wanted to do something.
Yeah. I'm
once
gonna
she got back.
send Roslyn a note saying I have something to show her, and I'm gonna give her a meeting place at the docks at night.
Okay, at the docks, like, sure. Do you? When do you want to do this? Like, is this still before Duchess is out of prison?
Yeah.
Probably. Okay, sure.
What if it's on the
Um,
day Duchess gets out and she just is there as well, but you don't know it?
I mean,
Sure.
whatever you
She's
want.
far seeing you.
I read all your
Okay.
mail even when I'm in prison, so I
mm.
know what you're doing.
And that makes sense. All the mail goes through prison.
We
That is
they use
true.
prison labor to
It's got
lick
the
the
pneumatic.
stamps and put it on.
Yeah.
It's the prison labor system. Okay. So, if you want to get her to the docks,
Yep.
sure. Will you roll something to convince her?
Sway?
Sure.
Ooh, look at you.
Just don't look at me. Now I wish I had that ability, level up ability that gives you an extra dice versus people. What's my position in effect?
Probably controlled standard. Since you're just sending a letter.
Okay. I'll push myself.
But I feel like you normally meet with her in person.
Yeah.
And you've been leaving her high and dry for quite a while now.
No, say it
Literally.
isn't so. That's not right. I should have another die. Because I pushed myself and I
You
have
should
one.
have another die. Oh, you pushed yourself?
Hey!
Okay, wow.
Yeah, I did.
Oh, wow, a 6. All right, so you send a lovingly worded letter to Roslyn, asking her to meet you over by the docks one night, and she agrees, and she meets you over at the docks. Gosh, it's been a long time since we've seen Roslyn. She's dressed very nice, maybe a little practical, but because she's like, why are we in the docks again? But she looks beautiful as ever with her ever floating and flowing hair. And she walks on. I think doesn't exactly. Do you hide yourself from her, or are you just standing out and about?
No, I won't, but I'll take her out to like the most remote part of the docks.
I am so terrified by this.
You leave
Turn
this
of
woman
events.
alone.
You're leading her to the remote parts of the docks? Okay.
Yeah, and we'll go on a very silent, awkward walk to the most remote parts of the dock.
Oh my god. I'll stop her and be like, ma'am, do you know this woman? Do you need help? You need help.
Leave once
Okay.
if you don't want to go to the remote part of the docks.
I think, yeah, Rosalind maybe comes up to you, and so she's like, what is this about? What is this about, Sylph?
Yeah, like come
You
with
know,
me. I told you I have something to show you,
and you couldn't have just brought it to my house?
my
my
this is
apartment?
something you had to come here to see.
She kind of rolls her eyes and heaves a bit of a sigh, and just like points to you on and says, lead away.
Yeah, so I'll take her out there.
Okay. I think, yeah, as you get to maybe the most secluded place, she seems a little wary, and she maybe stops a bit back and is like, okay, what is the meaning of this? You won't talk to me. This is the first time you've sent me anything in months. What do you want?
I'll go up to her and I'll like hold her face.
You don't touch her.
Like, Rosalind, I know you've been doing things behind my back too, and you haven't been communicating. And I just thought it was about time you
She
saw
looks affronted by
the real
this.
me, and I'll use Glorious Visage on her.
Oh my god.
As
Okay.
in the quiet part of the docks, inflict fatal psychic harm, shattered mind on her, and send her body down into the ocean.
Oh, wow.
Ooh, girl. I did
Mm,
not
we the-
see that
okay.
happening today.
Are we the bad people?
Y'all have been the bad people.
wasn't
I'm gonna
convinced
give
until
her
just now.
one fortune roll to see if she
Ooh.
can survive. And we will. We'll see how well this goes.
No. Bye
Nope.
bye, Rosalind.
Okay. So, you stare deeply into her eyes. She looks both furious at your accusations and confused before her brain scrambles like an egg. And she slips into unconsciousness in your arms and disappears down. Actually, I mean, she probably starts floating, but
Yeah.
she's in the waters.
I'll leave promptly before
Fingers crossed she was Grace
that
and you solved 2 problems.
Death Crow comes. Yeah, fingers crossed.
Yes.
Sean, I have come
Sarah.
up with my plan.
Okay, you
Great,
must
now I'm even
you
more
must
scared.
hurt an innocent person on your vacation.
It's true. We've hurt 2 different innocent people now.
Apparently, yeah, this is
We're
the
really
plan
going
Really?
good.
vacation. Well, I want to change my day job. I'm gonna just gonna stop going to work. Throw away that
Okay,
identity.
that's fine.
It's outlived its usefulness, I feel like.
They rehire the poor guy who was on the streets.
Do they though? I don't
Probably
know.
not. No.
I think I'm going to count that as my harm to a random person as me just like
No, that's old. You have to come up with a new one.
okay,
You must
hold on.
actively harm someone.
The new job I want is I want to pass myself off as like a spiritualist who has seances with like the noble ladies of Doskvol. And
Mm.
I may or may not get Mia to help me like in the beginning. And in order to like enter all their homes and like see if anybody's got mirror, like see what's in everybody's houses, and to like uncover their secrets, I'm going to pretend to be someone who can summon and talk to spirits in that good old Victorian fashion.
Sure. Yeah. I think that's definitely possible. I think. Um. Let's see. I think you can do that if you just want to roll like a one roll though for like I don't know consort sway whatever to show the kind of switch. I don't think you'll have access to like everything because technically the state religion is like anti-spirit, but it's obviously like lots of people still consort with spirits, so it's like
Yeah.
you're kind of like a little on the down low. So
Oh,
maybe
for
you're
sure. Like
not
I feel like
able to openly get everywhere.
I like steal Duchess's dresses while she's in prison, and I like shake them out.
She's
to put 'em-
multiple? I thought she just wore the same one every day.
Does she have
I'm
multiple?
a size -4. I don't know if you can fit, honey.
Echo's like, I don't need to
-4.
fit. Yeah, I think she's going for like kind of shabby spiritualist, like down on her luck lady, who like is sort of noble. So yeah, I imagine it happens in like she like goes to like tea houses or wherever the noble ladies are, and like they kind of like pass through word of mouth, and she like meets them, in the back room of their estate or whatever, and like gets to fake talk to ghosts with them all and make a little money, make some of that stash. Um, well, I mean, as part
Do
of
you
like
know?
narratively, like something on the side as part of my skill,
Okay.
not as
Sure,
in
sure.
like you have to pay me more money.
I pay you out of my infinite stack of money
Yeah.
bags. Okay, yes. Roll something, and you'll be risky standard.
Risk standard. I feel like, yeah, for the first time, she knows where people hang out for the opera from Duchess, so she kind of just like loiters around this like tea house before people are going to the opera and sees who she can sway to her side.
Okay, perfect. So I think I can't believe that's so few die. Only 3? Sarah? Gosh.
Yeah, Sean, what do you want?
I'm
I
used to
can't
y'all
get a
rolling
4
a
yet.
gajillion.
I haven't taken no, it's just always been 3, and now 3 is little, whereas we were used in the beginning 3 was a ton.
Okay, I think you're able to start swaying some of the ladies and get them to work with you. I think your consequence is that most of them aren't willing to meet like at their houses, so they meet you off site, and you don't get quite as much like location information, but you still get to talk to them.
Perfect. And I get to
It's kind
be
of a reduced effect.
having fun with the spirits.
Mia is more than happy to help if you require her services.
Yeah, like maybe sometimes we attract like a minor spirit and then tell it to go away just for fun to scare people. It's great. Great.
Perfect. Okay. So, the 3 of you have committed your crimes
Sean,
against humanity.
can I indulge my vice?
Can you pay a coin?
Yeah.
Then you can't indulge your vice. Though it has to be service, so what does that look like?
I think, well, okay, what does he want?
The soul of Rosalind.
Souls.
Yeah, I think I do take Rosalind's soul. Or
Okay.
spirit and trap
She
it.
would be immortal.
Because he who walks in darkness wants to acquire the ghosts of prophets, mystics, founders, and enemies of the order. And enemies of the order is definitely the people who have betrayed me.
Yeah, you
So-
are the order.
Yeah.
You and Amaris, more or less.
So I think as part of that I'll dedicate her vile spirit to he who walks in darkness so he can cleanse it and use it for his deeds.
Yeah. Okay, that sounds good. So you can roll.
Are you gonna immediately
Ugh,
overindulge?
yeah. That's okay.
It's fine. Get lost for a week. You still got 1 to spare.
Oh, that's true. Yeah. I can't just be
True.
lost for a little bit.
Okay, what does that look like? Do you just start murdering more people and stealing their souls?
Oh, yes, for sure. That's good.
You gotta make up for the time that
I think
Echo didn't hurt anybody.
maybe
I just see all their souls during these seances, and I'm like, weird.
after I get back and then kill Rosalind, I'm like, so it goes like on the run again, and maybe goes out to the Badlands and like kills people out there that are like get separated from their own crews, and is like the ghosts of the wastes.
Menacing. Okay, I might make you roll. For
Yeah,
that,
sure. Can I roll
to make sure
prowl?
you make it back safely. Sure,
What's my position?
because
in
it's
effect?
pretty dangerous out in the Badlands. Your position in effect, definitely risky standard.
Okay.
You are at risk.
Can I swap position for effect, please?
Sure. Yeah, always can.
You can do Daredevil too.
Oh my gosh.
You're gonna end up with more stress than before you
No,
indulge.
shh.
Exactly.
Where's this going?
Ah, 5.
Oh my gosh, no 6s. Wow. Okay. Fun. So, you do succeed. Yeah, I think you're out there for the weekend. You are kind of like haunting, quite literally, the wastes alongside the other spirits and everything. But let's see, what's your consequence going to be? I think the easiest consequence is that you get possessed by a spirit.
Oh.
So you're so busy doing all of these other things that a powerful spirit in the waste kind of finds you and is able to, while you're distracted doing all of your nonsense, it secretly tries, it inhabits your body more or less. So now you will have to deal with the fact that a spirit is partially possessing you.
Making new
I
friends all
won't say it
over the
has
place.
full control, because it has to push out your spirit as well.
Yeah, I don't think I want that.
You don't.
Yeah, I mean, you were desperate, so I had to make it pretty bad.
I'll expend my special armor to resist a supernatural consequence, and I think maybe this ghost possesses me for a while, and we work
It's like,
together to
I
kill
wanna get
some
the fuck out of
people.
here. I'm scared.
And maybe I figure out a way to communicate it with it, and we work together rather than fighting against each other and then part our separate ways. Maybe I find it a nice new body to possess. Like, here
Like
you go.
the merry men, but the terror
Great.
men.
Yes. Okay, sounds good. So you expend your special armor for that, which means you won't have it for your next
Yeah,
heist.
yeah.
Wait, no, we get it back when we pick loadout.
But I think she already used it in the past heist.
Yeah, I think I did. I mean, I could not do it and I can roll resistance, or I can check it for the next one, whichever.
I don't care, whichever.
Okay. This is good then. I'll mark it until the end of the next one.
Okay. Alrighty then. So the three of you reunite at the 7th tower. Things have cooled down a little bit, though a lot of the gangs are kind of on high alert, and Doskvol seems extra on edge in general. There's still quite a few patrols of both wardens and bluecoats, but they aren't quite as aggressive as they were in the past month, which leaves the three of you with some room to do some heists. What would you like to do? Gather information? Try and find a mirror? Help Amancio? We haven't talked to Amancio in a long time. He's feeling lonely.
You can come talk to us.
Sylph can just kill him.
We don't just kill willy-nilly, Sean. We have morals and principles.
We kill
Exactly.
people that are needed They add to our benefit. We only kill for personal
Yes.
gain.
We only kill for personal
Yep,
gain.
dude, that's great. That's a moral, all right. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like I'm cool with going for the mirror, but
Yeah.
I
Me too.
don't know if anybody else had something else they wanted to work on.
You could also grab turf.
Toif.
Technically, you're
Toif.
supposed to be destabilizing the wraiths for the hive.
The Wraiths are mad at us, though.
Let's get a meeting with Slate, and he can see He Who Walks in Darkness.
Did throwing bombs into the sky not destable the wraiths enough for the hive? Hive is
Oh, that
so
was a big one.
bossy.
That was, but I mean, it did some damage, but it wasn't the end of the world. It's one hideout.
Yeah.
That they had.
I think we talked about this before, but Sylph shows up after her excursion. She has like the Tycherousi scales. I think we originally, like episode 0 maybe, talked about them getting worse when she killed people.
Yeah.
So
Oh, I forgot they were supposed to get worse.
Yeah.
How much of your body is scales now?
I think like one whole arm is like all scaled, and I think her hair on that side has turned gray as well. She's got like...
Sweet.
Yeah.
To your Cruella de Vil.
Yeah. No,
like
not
white.
white. Just gray. Like silvery.
Ghost.
Okay.
I think
Yeah.
you haven't seen Duchess, and you come back from this thing, and you're like real tired, and you like just go back to your room, and you open the door, and Duchess is just sitting there like at your desk, like reading, I don't know, your personal journal or something.
Sylph, I don't think she keeps a journal.
No, I think it's cutouts of Rain.
Ooh.
She just has like a
Ooh,
binder.
I have a great idea.
Okay.
Yeah. You come into your room, and Duchess is here.
Uh-huh.
He slams down some paper on the table, and she says, "What do you have to say about this?"
Just walk down, lay on this cot, like, Duchess, I don't have time for whatever you have going on.
Well, I want to know what you have. What? I recognize the bottom ripped off slips of this paper. Was it Rain that sent these? Logan doesn't remember.
Yeah, right.
I know those lipstick
Yeah.
marks.
I recognize these lipstick marks anywhere. I just have to say I'm really disappointed in you. And I'll set it down and walk out of your room.
An effective
Slam your door.
confrontation.
You could come out when
Like a
you're ready
child.
to talk about what you've done.
Right, the parent disciplining a teenager. I don't. Not even about killing Rosalind. Just about having secret love letters from Rain. But it's
Don't
fine.
know about that.
Okay, well, the gals are reunited. They're better than ever, closer than ever, BFFs forever. And
I think Echo sees
you...
Side note, I just have to get this in here. I think Echo sees Sylph come back, and she's like Sylph just like rolls up a sleeve unconsciously, like reaching for something, and Echo's like, I don't want to hear anything about my weird body after this. And she just grabs your sleeve and is like, what the heck is this?
Echo, at least this is normal somewhere.
Is it though?
Echo, it's very rude to comment on people's bodies. I thought we were friends.
Echo just
You're one to talk too! You've got a writhing green tattoo on your skin.
I know. Echo's
As she says that, like a tendril like reaches across her face.
and Echo's just like,
Is there something
I
on my
can't.
face?
You know what? Never mind. It's
I think Duchess can feel it sometimes moving too, so
I love that.
it's almost like a living entity.
Great. Okay, that's all I wanted to make known. Is that Echo's
All
feeling
y'all got weird bodies now.
Yeah. Just little mutants.
Hmm. Well, do we know much about the mirror other than an unnamed noble family has it for experimentation?
Yes, that's all that Temperance told you so far, but Temperance, of
Awesome.
course, is a font of almost unlimited wisdom. Not true, don't quote me on that. Temperance is a font of limited information. Should you want more from Temperance, or you can do a little bit of research. I think Temperance tells you the mirror is like another old artifact, basically from when Doskvol was just starting out, and it's related to the key as sort of like a spiritual object.
Will it
Got it.
sparkle glow with our little dowsing rod star?
No.
Well, do we want to do that, or does someone else have a pet project they'd like us to pursue?
Pet project. There's always Jaren. He's still around.
Darren, I have moved on. I've transcended.
Jaren.
I don't think Jaren's moved on.
Well, Jaren's living in the past. So what? Your
That's
brother
true.
died. Who cares, Jaren?
I mean, there's still Lord Skurlock. He doesn't like you. There's still that Doctor Dr. Van Mathis.
You were just recommending the worst people.
Absolutely the worst. Though
I'm thinking of fun people.
dealing with Skurlock while he's
you
weakened
could
is not a
try.
bad idea.
Wait, why is he weakened?
Because
of your ritual? Yeah,
I'm
but he's already
appreciating that you're using the term weakened, but I don't know if that's true.
The
Sean,
problem with Skurlock.
let
is he's
me
already
have hope.
minus-
Yeah, but if we kill him, then he'll be nothing. You can kill
If.
vampires, right?
Well, he's certainly into artifacts, so I feel like he would know where the mirror is.
Chat says Skurlock
You could
would
talk to the
be
you could
very
do a job
weakened if
for the
we kill him,
gondoliers.
for sure.
He'd be weakened if we kill him, for sure.
Yeah,
Keep
scientifically.
if there's a possibility of him actually being killed. Otherwise, you have to say when we tried to kill him
It won't work.
and fail.
What if we get Grace to kill him for us?
Oh, you could deal with
Sherlock
Grace.
is Grace.
No, he is not Grace.
Everyone that I don't like is the same person.
I've noticed.
Logical.
You're hoping they're always the same person. So you can take out both at the same time.
Yeah. Kill one eel with one mushroom. No. Kill 2 eels with one mushroom.
Catch 2 eels with 1 rat.
That is amazing. I don't know. Grace is pretty fun. I like
Grace is
Grace
pretty
too.
fun. Grace is scary, though.
I mean, more scary than Skurlock?
More different.
More different.
Very
more
different.
unknown.
No.
I know.
You don't really know that much about Skurlock. But probably more still, yes.
We know that he's convinced by people in servants' clothing saying, "Yes, my lord." I mean, can we really be that afraid of him after that?
We know all it takes to take him down is a crate of rats.
That's true. His weakness is a crate of rats.
Oh,
Muse probably always needs help. Rainy
I
could probably dig up a job for you.
we could take
If you
a
help the
break from this guy.
gondoliers, you can get higher ranking with them.
Ooh.
Yeah. We can take a quick break too.
Let's do a break.
That way you don't have to listen to us
You guys
blindly
don't have to
deliberate.
Yeah. If you have any ideas, let us know.
Tell us now.
Listen to us not make decisions.
Yeah, we'll be
Right.
back in
But
10 minutes. And we're back.
We spent all
Hello.
10 minutes being very productive. We didn't make a decision in the last 15 seconds. That definitely did not happen.
That never happens. We never do that. We're best under pressure. What are you talking about?
It's not a lie because we didn't actually make a decision. There was just a lot of stress in the last 15 seconds.
Abby started saying, it's time, and we were like, "Bah." Okay, so y'all are going to try and find the mirror. I believe that actually was the decision.
Yeah.
So we lied. And I think maybe Temperance gives you a little bit of like a heads up about this mirror, a little more information about it. And so Temperance tells you, Duchess, that the mirror is very large. It's bigger than a person. I would say it's probably maybe like 8 feet by 5 feet or something like that. So
Oh, that's
tall,
huge.
very wide, in a large, intricate frame. And but it's yeah. So it's a very large old mirror, and Temperance tells you that unlike the key, which you noticed was attracting spiritual energy, this one seems to nullify spiritual energy and just kind of like almost suck it into itself. And I think it almost does there. It like I'm trying to figure out how much Temperance should tell you. Mm, mm, Temperance tells you that it can sort of like lock itself in place almost. It has strange spatial abilities. So when you get there, it's not going to be as easy as simply removing it from the like lifting it up and moving it. So you
Thanks,
have to find
Temperance.
a
You're as
way. You have
helpful
to
as
do some
ever.
research. Helpful as ever. So you have to research about it maybe a little bit more and figure out how to relocate it.
Does it have a cool
But
name?
Temperance doesn't know exactly where it is. Does it have a cool name? Of course it has a cool name. Do you know that cool name? No. And Temperance won't tell you.
Temperance, as helpful as
Not
ever.
yet. um, Temperance actually is having a hard time locating it themselves because, like I said, it seems to pull in energy. So it almost like cloaks itself from the eyes of magic users. But you do know that it's owned by a noble family, and they're doing research on it. And there's probably some ways to figure out the rest. So you must gather information. Everyone's favorite. Don't make it too complicated.
Okay, Sean, I want to gather information. I want to know its name, where it is, how to move it. I want to know what Skurlock's favorite vegetable is. And I want
Rutabaga.
to make a
Favorite
bunch of money.
vegetable.
Wrap that all into one roll for me,
Beneficence.
please.
Beneficent Skurlock's
Favorite
favorite
vegetable.
vegetable.
Beneficent Skurlock's favorite vegetable is rats.
That
So
checks
actually, he
out.
just ate up all those rats
Oh,
when
we
he got
left him
down there
exist.
and said, "Ooh, a delicious meal." Yeah, that's why he hasn't absolutely destroyed y'all yet.
Okay, well, I would like to sort of play the noble aspect. Um,
Remember, the nobles don't like you right
Don't
now
like you.
because they know you can sort with a demon. You can
I
try it,
never
but
said
it
I was
might
going to
be
ask nicely.
okay. I'm just saying you won't be able to use your usual methods, maybe.
I would love to substitute skirmish for consort.
Okay. Well, if you're just gonna be skirmishing up nobles, that'll be interesting.
Um,
But you can
okay. I have Jenna. She
skirmish
is
them
a
right up.
servant. I have not talked to her in years.
Oh, good old Jenna. Yes. Didn't she help you with Skurlock?
I think so. Is she still alive? She's still around kicking?
Yeah. Unless otherwise noted. Yes.
Perfect. Well, I would like to find her. Um, ooh. Or I could ask Salia. Salia, you're a spirit. Is there anywhere that you just like are scared to go because you're gonna get sacked into a mirror?
Okay, that's valid. That's
Any
valid.
spirit rumors on the block of like, ooh, don't go over there.
Sure, sure. So, you want to talk to good old Salia, and y'all are just the and her worldwide ghost network. Um,
Wide
okay,
Race Network,
so
WWW.
yeah, the worldwide rates. Um, let's see. I forget. Do you need to roll to? I think you need to roll something still
Yeah. I
to
think the
gather
way
your information.
I want to do it, because Sully and I, we hate each other, but we always trade information. She knows about spirits and stuff, and I know about humans and stuff.
Yeah.
Um, so maybe.
And I think Salia's like, well, there's a lot of places I don't just go. So you're going to have to be more specific, Duchess. Though, I don't know how I feel about this squiggly green thing you have going on.
And I don't know how I feel about this whole essence that you have going on. But anyway, um, I need, let's see, what is it? It's like, I don't know, Salia, you're the spirit here. I'm looking for something that nullifies spiritual energies. If you looked upon it, you'd probably get sucked into a different, I don't know, place, thing. Do you even go places? I don't know how you work.
Yes, I go places all the time. I can't say that about you and your recent escapades. Seems like you may not have access to the same places you used to. But sure, there are plenty of places I can't go. I mean, let's see. If you want to we can either just do a fortune roll for Salia to see if she knows,
No, I think
or
I'll consort. I'll make an actual roll if you want to give me a position and effect. Um,
sure. I think it's just gonna be risky standard.
Risky standard. Okay. Um, perfect. I'll just do. I wanted to get a desperate roll because I want to level up, but I don't want to get desperate rolls and gather information and then be dead
You have
before we can
great
start.
resistance rolls.
It only takes 4 ones to kill yourself, Sean.
Yep.
Okay, you do you. I'm just telling you what's going on. I'm more than happy. I don't. It's up to you.
Sure. Okay, I'll trade position for effect. Well, wait, no, I don't want to do that. Never mind. I was like, they don't get an extra die. That's not how that works. Risk standard, 2 dice. What do I tell Salia? I tell her about the. I give her a little bit of information about what happened at the spirit warden thing, but like as if it weren't me who did it, but like I know about it somehow.
Mm.
Like, oh, I heard someone broke in to do a ritual, and that everything else was just a cover for it.
Ah, okay. Yes, Salia was curious about this. They don't go near the spirit wardens usually.
Oh, you
She's like,
don't?
well, that's one place I don't go.
You should try it out sometime. I can set you up with an
Willingly.
appointment.
Okay, great. Ooh, a 6. Okay. So, You achieve your effect. Yes. She mentions, let's see. I need to double check the location of something real quick. She says, well, there is one place that we always that we know not to go.
And this can be
Um, it's
a
kind
setup
of
action for someone else to gather information if you don't want to just tell me exactly where it's gonna be. But like she gives me like a list and then we narrow it down with something else if you want to do it like that.
um no, I think it's okay because you still have a lot of information that you'll need to grab. I'm
I think
just
we know
trying to remember
everything.
where you know everything already. Uh, so you might have muted your microphone. Just double check instead of Discord. Um,
Damn it!
so where is it? Yeah, I had a feeling. God, now it's my turn to say that because I can't remember where this is. Is there a cathedral listed
Yeah, it's in
somewhere? Does anyone
Brightstone.
remember?
It's called like the. It has a fun name,
The
like the Church of the.
Sanctorium. The
Yep.
Sanctorium. Yes. Okay. So, yes. Perfect. The Church of the Ecstasy of the Flesh, which is the state
Love that
religion, more
name.
or less.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's
So,
great.
yes. s- it's so crazy. So Salia tells you, and she's like, within the past couple, like, normally there are just places where spirits don't go, blah blah blah, for various reasons, but they usually stay pretty steady. Uh, there's not. It's unusual for a place to just crop up where suddenly spirits and spiritual energy doesn't exist or won't go. But recently, under or by the sort of sanctorium in Brightstone, there has been a void that's appeared. Um, and of course, I don't know anything about it because I can't go there, but that might be what you're looking for. I would say that is sort of the newest uh, location with a lack of something. That seems beyond the capabilities of most, people. It's more than just the powers of the wardens or the stuff. Some sort of ritual or magical thing is there that's obstructing the spirits.
Hey, thank you, Thalia. You are always a pleasure working with you. I hope we can keep building our relationship into the future.
Me too, and I look forward to seeing your soul get sucked into a void and never coming back out. Toodles.
XOXO kisses.
Say hi to your demon for me.
You want to meet him?
No.
They're real pleasant.
Okay. Yes. So you think it's most likely located in the sanctorium,
I would
Oh,
love.
great. Well, we
which
could just waltz
is
in.
uh well, I mean you
I have
could.
flesh.
Y-
I can go.
You have what?
Flesh. Don't they welcome everyone with
Oh,
flesh?
flesh. Yeah, I mean
I thought you were a triple
definitely.
negative 0 in size. That's not a lot of flesh.
Triple
I just
negative
don't.
0.
Sylph's starting to run out of flesh. It's slowly becoming just scales, so I don't know how well she'll be
Do
received.
any of us
So the
qualify as
Church of
flesh?
the
I
Ecstasy of
don't know if
Scales.
any of us qualify as flesh.
Do you qualify as flesh anymore?
Did you say it's in Brightstone?
Yes,
Yeah.
Okay.
it is. It is in Brightstone, the wealthiest, most influential, one of the wealthiest.
So Sean.
It is one of the major homes of the nobility.
Scales
Here's a
are the
little
new
bit on the
flesh.
sanctorum real fast. It is very old, and the devotees gather weekly to purify themselves in baptismal rites and through the ritual destruction of rogue spirits and electroplasm. There are also catacombs beneath it. You would probably know about all this stuff. So, It is a public location at its front. Okay. Well, that was a lot of head movements.
Yes. I would like to become an acolyte. In fact, if I could be a nun, that would be great.
Sure.
buy a vowel.
don't know if they have nuns, but I mean, there are definitely religious figures. What are you trying to find out?
I want to
That's the
scope out
key.
that place
What
for mysterious
question do you want
artifacts.
answered?
I want to scope out that place for mysterious artifacts. I'm performing an audit from the head church in the Imperial City, and I need to make sure that they're not hiding any precious artifacts from the Pope of this church. I'm sure that exists in the Imperial City. The Emperor needs to know for tax reasons.
For tax reasons. It always comes back to taxes. Let's see. I don't know. Okay, let's see. So you want to like try, basically you're trying to figure out where it is within the church.
Yeah, I want
That's
to
your
take
goal?
an inventory of the things in the church and find the mirror.
Okay.
You're auditing them.
Yeah, I'm auditing the church. Change of plan. I'm now auditor of church.
I'm now church auditor. Sure. I'm almost not sure if that's just the start of the could be the start of the heist.
Yeah,
though,
I
so
want to all
think-
be church auditors. That sounds great.
Okay, all right, then that's the start of the heist.
It's much easier for all of us to pretend to be church auditors than to pretend to be religious.
Yeah.
That's also true. Um,
That is true, though. I think you might get farther by pretending to be religious. I don't. The auditor thing might be
We've
harder.
tried to audit someplace before and it ended up with them dying. I'm pretty sure. So that
That's true.
warehouse.
Did we?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure
Oh,
there was a warehouse, and we were auditing
mean-
them, and then I exploded their minds.
What if we
That's-
just...
I
There's
remember that vaguely.
catacombs. We could probably just go in stealthy.
Yeah, it depends on what we. I mean, auditing sounds great, fun, like a fun.
Yeah, well, we
fun...
could gather information on those catacombs for sure.
Yeah.
And we're definitely going to need a
Yeah.
boat to move this mirror because it's huge. So
Oh, you might need some goats.
Nope.
Goats.
Nope.
There are
Sean, we
horses.
don't deal in
you could
goats.
acquire horses.
I have a demon.
Yeah.
You do have a demon.
So I could teleport away and let those two deal with it.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't know if the demon can move the mirror.
Oh, because it absorbs.
Goats are more powerful than a demon?
Well, it absorbs spiritual energy, though. I mean, it seems to
Logan,
be
that's why goats are the
absorbing
bane of our existence. Demons are easy. Goats
Goats
are
are
hard.
actually notoriously anti-magic. That's why
I've never bound a
there's
goat
y'all
to
have so much
myself.
trouble with them. Yeah, you don't have goat powers. That's the
Alright.
deal.
All right. Well, if that's the start of the heist, then
I think it could be
well,
for sure.
we can table that, and I'll just gather information by like puttering around as a fisherman or something through the canals, seeing what I can see.
Sure. So remember, what answer do you want?
I
Like,
want to
what
see if there's an
question
easy.
are you asking?
I want to know if I can how close I can get my boat to can I use my ship that I haven't used yet, or my gondola? How close can I get them?
Yeah, what's the best
think
way
your
to get
big
a
ship
boat
is-
in here? That's your question.
You are relatively close, but I think, I mean, it's on the map in Roll20, so it's right there, and it's relatively close to the channel, but I don't think there's a direct canal going to it.
Okay. Then my secondary question is, are these catacombs in any way connected to a waterway that I can sneak my boat up in here?
Let's see.
Or do I need to employ Vinny to make a waterway where there is none?
I would like to gather
Yeah, you
information
might need
and
to.
blow a canal into the catacombs.
I think you could get your
Some New
gondola
Orleans
in
thinking.
there, probably, but I don't think you could get your big boat, and I don't know if the gondola is gonna be enough to move that mirror.
I dislike everything you just told me. I have extreme resistance to everything you just said. I don't understand.
Resist the consequences.
Abby, you do something. I can't win here. There's no boats, no ships. It's got to be goats.
Doesn't have to. You could hire some movers. But remember, I said that the mirror has weird spatial qualities, and
Yeah.
it like locks itself in place. So you don't even know how to move it in the first place if it
Oh, it's
is
stubborn.
sort of spatially.
Is the
Yeah,
mirror
it's
a goat?
stubborn.
Does the
I don't
mirror
know.
dig in its heels and refuse to move? Like a goat would.
It's the Billy Goat mirror.
Alright, I'm gonna scout
the
this church.
anti-magic.
I'm gonna scout
Please.
it.
Please make progress.
My
for us.
question is gonna be, what's the best way in?
What's
I'm
the best way
Gonna
in?
roll prowl.
Okay, classic. Go for it. Your position and effect are risky standard.
Okay. What? What?
I think that counts as a success for
That
all
should
of us.
be illegal.
Let's find the mirror. We just had 7th tower already.
While she's
Excuse
moving,
me?
the mirror is out of the cathedral. She just picks it up and brings it home.
Wow, if only we could bring that energy into
What?
Burning Wheel.
If only.
Okay, so you get greater effect for that. So you're prowling around at night you're prowling around. So your basic information, it's pretty easy. Like I said, there's gatherers every week, but it's also just an open cathedral. So it's, there's going to be areas that are closed off, but the public in general can usually get in. There's maybe certain times where it's closed for whatever reason, but for the most part, it's open. You can get into there pretty easily. It's a large building, so there's definitely upper levels. There's the catacombs underneath. You're pretty sure there's access to the catacombs. You're sure there's access to the catacombs from different places. So, like, it is a network that extends underneath the cathedral. So you can get in there pretty easily. Let's see. I'm trying to think what your greater. The best way in. The best way is just through the front door as a pilgrim or believer or whatever, probably, or through a secret entrance to the catacombs. Which it wouldn't be hard for you guys to find because you have the secret maps and passkeys.
Yeah. Okay.
Let's see. The greater information you get is going to be that I think. Definitely you like see some people that are obviously bringing equipment that doesn't look like worship equipment
Experimental.
into the catacombs and stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, it looks a little more scientific. So you know that there's definitely stuff down there. I think you're sure that somehow the mirror is probably tied to the catacombs.
Okay.
And I think that's where you'll find it, definitely, is in the catacombs.
Mm-hmm. Perfect.
But with the cathedral right there, I mean, people go through all of it pretty frequently. And I'm sure it has defenses of some kind.
Yeah.
They don't just want anyone wandering through everywhere.
Okay. As a follow-up to that, can I do how can I find the mirror? And roll. I don't know if attune would make sense. Attune can be used to understand spectrology and magic and stuff like that, as well as enact it.
Yeah, I think that makes sense. Ooh. How do you want to? I mean, how are you using attune to find the mirror?
I think maybe we don't know a ton about the mirror, but knowing what we do know, maybe it's more of like an enacting my current knowledge as well as maybe, I mean, reaching out to people or doing a little bit of research and like trying to put it all together.
Okay. Let's see. I think that as you're sort of like prowling around, you're constantly attuned to the ghost field more or less at this point. You're part old god. And I think you feel like this, like it's very well. Wait, first I need you to roll.
Yes.
I was already diving in. Roll attune with. We'll just go risky standard again.
Okay.
Okay, cool. No sixes. Okay, so you do succeed though. Let's see. I think while you're prowling around, like I said, you are pretty much constantly attuned. So you feel this, like, while you're farther away, you feel this like slight tug sort of on you. Um, but as you get closer to the cathedral and even as you start to like scout maybe some of the fringes of the catacombs, you can see that it's almost like when you attune to the ghost field, it's supposed to show you sort of visions of what's happened recently and spirits and there's just ripples of different effects and stuff of the past. But all of it seems to be like smudged, as if it's been like smeared and pulled in towards this one
So cool.
central point. So you can tell as you keep going through that, like, it radially kind of circulates around some sort of epicenter, and you're pretty sure, like, by checking with the ghost field as well as feeling like your own sort of energy being pulled, that you can find
Okay. Cool.
this mirror, just through sort of, I guess, the absence that it leaves and the sort of pull that it enacts on forces around it. Let's see. Your consequence, though, is going to be. I think a sort of member of the clergy sees you sort of wandering around, like, in an area that you're not supposed to be in, and they can kind of like. I think they can sense like a little bit that something's definitely off about you.
What do I know?
And the guy is like, not to mention that you have scales, but we'll just pretend those are kind of hidden in the dark. But maybe it's the aura of darkness that surrounds you that kind of gives something off. The little wisps of it that are being pulled towards the mirror. And he is like, "Who are you? Get out of here right now!" And we'll say they have a higher watch on the catacombs for a little bit.
What are
So
y'all's studies.
1.
We're so smart.
Y'all are so good at researching. It's like Burning Wheel Part 2.
Oh god, yeah. Burning wheel of
Do we
research.
want? Does someone want to group study with me?
Yeah.
Sure.
On
Do
how
we
to
all
move
wanna
this
group
mirror.
study on how to move
Yeah.
the mirror?
Yep.
We just have like a study party
Yeah. We sort of
in a
comb
library.
through a bunch of art. I'm sure it takes a while, but I don't think we're on any time. Sort of like
Nope.
on how to move, starting on like things that are resistant to movement. Then we get a
We
little
read up on
deeper.
friction.
Yep. We start with friction.
Because it's definitely physics related.
Yep. Then
I
we
go
get
back to
we
that
go down a goat
archivist.
path and we stop that and we come back and then we go down like artifacts that are heavy. And then we're like, how do you move heavy things?
Uh-huh.
And we just slowly
Goats,
work our
usually.
way down to the specific of when things that match the description of what's given to us don't move. You can get around it by doing
Okay.
so.
Sure. So you're trying to study up on this artifact. I'll say sounds risky standard.
Okay, well, let's
I
trade
think you have to
positions
pull in a
then.
lot.
Yeah, let's do it.
We just
we-
steal our research materials.
We corner a librarian and we don't. You told us about goats. We don't want that. We want to know about mirrors that cannot be moved, and you are not going home to see your family until you help us.
Yeah. We've taken your grandma. She's hostage.
Yes.
Don't worry, we only kill for personal gain.
You better not help us, or you better help us, but not too much. You're out.
Okay. Sure.
Okay, and for the good of the group, I'll volunteer Echo to lead this one.
Classic.
Wait,
For the good of the group.
did I just hear myself being volunteered to take the stress of the situation? Right.
Uh-huh.
Echo's just like grumble, grumble, grumble. Grumble, grumble, we're fine.
This is your mirror. You just don't know it yet.
I don't know. I have a feeling you're at the bottom of this. Okay, I'll go first. since
I'm gonna
leading
take
this.
Daredevil.
We're studying. We're desperate.
You are desperate.
Great.
She's Daredevil. She's balanced on like 2 chairs, reaching a book on the top shelf.
Yeah.
She's juggling books. Go, gadget.
Oh
3.
boy.
1 stress.
Yeah, that stress is on you, though.
We know.
Okay, well now you go, Abby.
Okay.
Why?
Oh, okay.
4. Okay, so at least you succeeded.
We succeed.
At what cost, though? That's the real question.
You got this.
Why are you taking
I'm
so
only
long,
roll-
Logan?
Because I'm deciding if I want to do something to get an extra dice. Do I?
You could
No,
push
we've already
yourself.
succeeded.
You've already succeeded.
Yeah.
We've already succeeded, so we're probably great. Boop. Yep, we're fine.
Hey, good job.
Oh my gosh, that was lucky.
Nice. I'll lead
Okay.
anytime.
So, you get help from this librarian. The librarian's terrified out of their mind. They're like, I don't know what you're talking about. I'm so confused and scared right now, but I'm going to point you over to this direction. Hopefully you
Good.
find something. Leave
That's
me
what
alone, please.
librarians do. You put your own feelings aside and help people that want to find out about terrifying objects.
Yes, I think they maybe take you to a special back room that no one is normally supposed to have access to except like really important people or like spirit wardens or something, because this is where they keep all of the ancient like stuff on artifacts and sort of like banned publications about spirits and all sorts of forbidden things supposedly, or stuff that they don't want anyone the regular people to find out about. Um, and as you're sort of combing through that, you do happen upon a passage that details a mirror that seems very strikingly similar to what you have asked or have been asked to find. And it lists this mirror as being dubbed the Maw of the Void. And so the Maw, as we will call it, is is a large mirror with an intricate border. They say it was used once again by the Immortal Emperor, because every good artifact is used by the Immortal Emperor in his war against the demons, and that it was instrumental in sort of helping him to control sort of the abilities. Uh, it seems to, after he, like, before, while he was using it, everything was fine. After the emperor, like, used it for its purpose and left, it seemed to acquire the strange quirk of not moving at all. And they list it, they talk about how it seems to actively hunger for things around it, which is why it creates a void in the sort of ghost field around it, and that it has only ever been successfully moved once it has been fed. And your greater effect will be that it has to be fed with the appropriate a spirit to its liking, we shall say.
Why is everything hungry? Why can't everything be satiated for just once?
So we tell Lord
No, it's got
Skurlock
an
to go
eternal
into this
hunger.
mirror. Kill two birds with one stone.
Let's wait until it's his birthday. Then we're like, we are throwing you a birthday party in the catacombs of the church, your favorite place. You're turning what?
Your favorite
666?
place.
Great. Welcome.
I mean, there might be other ways to move it. This is like an old account, so it doesn't really detail any of the newer. I mean, there might be like a Sparkcraft way to
We're
sort
fine
of
with
force it to
sacrificing the
move.
Yeah.
spirit for the
What
birthday
But,
spirit
party.
moved it
They say this
successfully
is the sort of
before?
ancient way. What spirit has moved it before?
Yeah, like what caliber
They
are we talking?
I think, trying to think of it, would know and what that would look like exactly.
Okay, I already have an idea.
It like old spirits, that old powerful spirits that have existed for a long time and have been captured, things like powerful ones that have been grabbed from the wilds, like outside the spark gates. Those have been used, I think, before. It says, I think it hasn't been moved very often, so they say there aren't a lot of recorded
Yeah.
like mentions of it having been moved. But
Now,
there's no specific
powerful
power level I
spirits.
can really
Like,
give
do
you.
people have spirits? Like, as a powerful spirit, like we could take a powerful person and take their powerful spirit out of them.
Potentially, but just because a person is powerful doesn't mean their spirit is powerful.
Yeah, so we take the
You see
head
what I
priest
mean?
of the cathedral down to the catacombs.
His
I
spirit is
think
not necessarily powerful,
we
but it could
should
be. You don't know.
sacrifice the voice.
Oh my god, yes! Let's burn
Yeah.
that bridge.
But
I
will
like
the
it.
voice be able that yeah, I like it. How to get the voice to there.
That's the problem.
It's a pillow. We pick it up and we say, Amaris, we have your magic pillow. If you want to keep pretending to be this voice, come follow us.
Yeah. That seems like a good candidate. You'd say, yeah, if a living thing had a powerful spirit, it's going to be something that has a living person that has a spirit that would be powerful would be like a strong whisper. Like Mia would probably have a strong, and maybe she's not really trained, but yeah.
I refuse.
No.
Strong whispers might have it. Political
Okay,
power, isn't the
Yeah,
same thing.
Okay, Sean.
Or
How do you feel
like I
about
said,
this?
spirits that have existed for a long time.
Mhm.
How do I feel about what?
We sort of like essentially finding the mirror is sort of easy peasy. We just have what's her face attuned to it. So what if the actual heist is we kidnap the voice from Muse without them knowing, and then we just waltz over to the cathedral and it's no problem.
Sure.
Oh,
Burn
I don't
that
think
bridge.
finding. Well, you don't actually. You actually don't know where the voice is.
Yeah, but like that could be part of the heist. But like once we're down in the catacombs, we could just wander around her pinging her weird attune every once in a while.
Yeah. I
What's
mean,
the
it's
is
probably
the
not just sitting in
motivation
the
just to
catacombs
take
empty.
Muse as our own then? Probably.
It
We
could be
could
a
just-
turf
We can
grab.
absorb the sirens into ourselves, yeah.
We could just pretend to be the voice because I can do weird, spooky stuff with Temperance and be like, "Oh, I'm the voice, and you are now part of Foxfire."
Ooh. I love it.
They become our cohort.
No downside.
Ooh, that would
We're
be
about-
awesome to have.
We are about to advance.
That
We
would be
just
so cool.
snagged the side. Sean is dead on the inside.
I
Sorry.
think y'all are assuming it's gonna go
Sean,
very smoothly.
we're always overconfident. That's one of our
That's
tags.
what we do. We aim high.
And we
And-
achieve with rats and sheer will and funny accents.
Yeah, I think yeah, it could be like a 2-part heist. I think it's not gonna be quite as easy as just waltzing through the
Yeah,
cathedral.
yeah.
But
No, I think 2 parts is good. That sounds fun.
Question
I think that's fair. Yeah.
about the physics of this whole mirror. If we just blew up the ground around the mirror, Vinny style, and like it fell onto a but like would it hover in the air or would it fall? If a tree falls in the woods and no one hears it, there's no floor supporting this mirror. Would it fall down into the gondola awaiting for it below, Italian job style?
You have to consider the ions.
I don't think it would.
It's like an immovable rod situation.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's sort of like stuck spatially.
I was just trying to think if there was a way around this whole spirit feeding situation.
We don't want to sacrifice our longest and best ally.
No, I'm totally fine with it. Sacrifice for personal gain.
Yeah. So, yeah, you could do that. I mean, technically Abby already has a powerful spirit. I think she
From
captured
the
one in the
spirit
last
wardens?
heist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
I do, but I think I can't remember if I sacrificed it to He Walks in Darkness, but I'm pretty sure I did. I don't want to have it because I want to sacrifice the voice.
Okay. That's fine. And so
So this whole session has been pre-planning the plan for the plan,
Yes.
which is now to steal the voice. To win the voice and then sacrifice it.
I think this is
yeah,
great.
how sure. How are you going to do it?
with a spirit bottle. So we have to go steal a spirit bottle. We've already given them a spirit bottle. Let's
We
just go
have
find the spirit
spirit
bottle that we
bottles.
gave them, but like the big spirit bottle.
Oh.
We gave it to them. We know it's there. Let's just go find it and be like, "Can
Is
we
it
borrow this?"
reusable? I
Yoink.
don't think it is reusable.
We also saved the plans of the spirit bottle.
I don't have notes
But you
on
don't
that
have the
spirit bottle.
rituals for bottle. It was not just mechanical. The spirit bottle, was it reusable? I don't remember. I don't think we ever
I
talked
don't
about
think it was, but I can't remember.
You don't really know anything about the voice. The only times you've met the voice, they've been shrouded in cloth, and their voice is weird, and they lead the sirens.
Yeah, I
We
think
don't know what their abilities are.
Okay, can I
Go
gather
gather
information?
information
Because Rain is one of the founding
Sure.
members of the Sirens. So I will hang out with Rain and I will ask her about her friends.
Ooh. And then I could use your help, Echo. Because if you want to come with me and we can talk to the voice, like have a meeting, and you can talk because I can't talk, but then I can survey. And you could set me up to survey to see if, like, ooh, is there someone just behind a curtain in the background, like Wizard of Oz style, or what? See what we
Cool.
can gather that way.
Yeah, and I have the ghost voice thing, so if it is a spirit, I
Ooh,
have
amazing.
extra potency, whatever that means.
Okay. So you can gather information. You
My
just have to
question will
know what
be,
your
what's
question is,
really going
and then
on
ask your
here?
question. No, it has to be more specific than
It
that.
says I can
And
ask
then
that.
you have to tell me how you're achieving it.
I'm gonna
What,
ask.
it does?
Yes.
What's really going on here?
Yes.
Oh my gosh. That is so dumb.
Is it illegal?
Is it illegal?
Is it illegal?
No, Mike, my question will be, what is the voice's true nature?
What is the
That's
voice's
broader than the other
true
one.
No, it's
nature?
not. It's more narrow.
That's more specific.
And I'm just gonna, I've hung out with Rain a lot. And I imagine I've kind of asked her questions about the sirens a little bit, but maybe we have a meeting with the voice that just, like, does her survey or whatever. And then I play it off like it was really weird. And it's like, what is the voice's deal anyway?
Okay, so do you want us to go first then?
Sure.
Let's see, you might, depending on what we learn, you might have a more,
Yeah.
like, you can pry for more information. Okay, Sean. We call up our good Judies.
Yep.
And we want to talk to them. I say, Amaris, you don't need to know what we want to discuss with the voice. It's between us and the voice, she asked. No, she didn't ask. That's a lie. Let's not start with a lie. We have a big favor to ask for her. That's
So you
Okay.
sacrificed yourself
the
to a
truth.
mirror so we can move it. Okay, thanks, bye.
my gather information.
Okay.
How can I get them
Yeah.
to put themselves in a mirror so that we can move it?
One of the questions is, how can I get them to X? So how can I get her to the mirror?
Okay, so you want to set up a meeting with the voice? That's easy enough.
Yeah.
Y'all are friends. And so Mars is
Ish.
like, sure, yeah, I can set something up. And yeah, you can just talk to them about whatever. What are you going to actually do in the meeting, though?
All right,
Oh,
I think I'm to distract the voice while Duchess does her mental assessment of what the voice really is. Is that the plan?
Yeah, or like you ask her, I don't know. Hey, we found a pile of blankets with a sense of smell rather than a voice, and we needed to know about it, so we came to the closest thing we could think of, which is you. Just like
Or-
talk to them,
Or
and then
we just really need a friend because we realize that we're basically not mostly flesh anymore. And who did we think of who's not mostly flesh anymore but still sentient? You. And if you could just mentor us on this new level of being, that would be great. Like, what
And-
are you?
yeah.
Can
And
you tell us
I'm sort of
how you
like
did that?
surveying like how the voice is responding, because we've talked to them before, but now I'm like really focused on like, okay, does it sound like it's coming from somewhere? I'm gonna like gaze around, see if I can figure out what's happening with the voice. Like, are they? Is there something? What's really going on with this pile of pillows?
So I guess, Sean, my intent is to relate to the voice and try and get some key details out about its nature that way, and that while Duchess assesses during this
She's just getting
conversation.
any information she can, and Duchess is connecting all the dots in her head.
Yeah.
Okay, do you want to make
Spill
2
your
separate
guts.
rolls, or do you want to make 1? I'd just do 1.
Do you want to set me up?
Sure. I do that.
I think we're gonna do that.
Okay.
Set up.
Okay,
I
sure.
think that
Um,
makes the
yeah.
most sense.
Do I
I guess what would my position in effect be beforehand?
What are you just surveying
Yep.
or studying?
I'm just
Okay, just
without echo. I'm just sitting quietly in the voices room, looking around.
I mean, you're controlled limited, I would say, because
Yep.
there's not much to see just by looking around.
Yep. Okay.
But it's not illegal to look around, so you're
I
safe
can
in
be
that
here.
regard. The setup. I mean, so you're gonna set up with like a consort or a sway, Sarah?
let's consort.
Okay. I think
I'm gonna be
you'll
buddy
be
buddy with this voice. I
probably
also have
just
a funny voice.
controlled standard to talk to the voice.
Okay.
And yeah, that will be that as a setup.
Okay. Do we think 3 die is enough? Do I get any bonus for the ghost voice ability, or you've already taken that into account?
I have already accounted for the ghost voice.
You said controlled standard.
Mm-hmm.
Do we want to make this risky or no? I guess I'm setting you up, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Okay. All right. I'm just like, and maybe I'll pretend to be like a little drunk on Neil's breath. So, like, to lower the voices, to lower the voices' feelings of suspicion. So I just, come in and I'm like, this is the best. I just love this place. That's the best.
Mind if I sit
Oh,
down on your body?
And I'm like trying to hug the voice, but there's nothing to hug. And I'm like, I just, my body is so weird and I don't know what to do. But, you seem like you're doing really well. And I want to know about that. Can you tell me about that? I mean, we're the same.
Okay. So you can have a minor consequence, or you can try again from using a different ability or using a different approach. So it depends if you want to. I guess yeah. So because you're controlled, you have a chance to try again, or you can just accept a minor consequence for that 5.
Is it then risky standard for the next one?
You can. No, I think it stays controlled, but you just have to try a different approach. So you have to use a different action roll.
I mean, I'm tempted to just accept the minor consequence, but I don't. Yeah. Minor consequence me, Batman.
Okay. What is your minor consequence?
It's a minor consequence.
It's a minor
Um,
consequence in the minor key.
I think You sort of slightly raise the siren's sort of attention. Maybe the voice maybe responds with something that's kind of like, "Oh, Foxfire has never been interested in us in the sirens in this way before. It's very curious, but we're
You
willing
see what kind
to
of friends I
talk
have?
to you about such things."
They make me pay for things.
Do you want to resist that? Does anyone want to resist that, or do they want to just go with it?
Um, I'll resist for her. Um, I'll just make up like a lie of like, oh, well, sorry, like let's say I'll say like someone else told us that like you guys were w- plotting against us, so we were a little suspicious. So sorry if we were like coming on a little strong. And I'll uh what would that be? Probably insight? Deception.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
knowledge and understanding one.
Okay, perfect. And I'll resist with that. And I'm protecting, so I'll get a bonus die.
Voice.
Okay, cool. So, that setup goes through just fine, and then you need to roll your survey.
Yes, and I was at controlled limited.
You were.
And so I can use a setup to get effect. So I
Mhm.
could be at controlled standard.
Standard. Yeah.
I'll trade position for effect.
Okay. How are you gonna make it risky?
Gonna while she's talking, I'm going to like whip out arcane implements in this background and be like doing little tests, maybe like open a spirit bottle, be like, "Ooh, what was that? Oh,"
uh,
maybe like
Your
walk
Geiger
around the
counter.
room. Yeah, I'll get real up in the voice's business.
okay. Sure.
Ooh, okay. I'm gonna. I'll bring something like something I don't know that when I drop it, it'll create like a big puff of air, like a fan. Like, and I drop a fan or something, and I'm like, "Oh, did I blow out your pillows? I'm sorry. Let me help you." And I like stack them back up. Anyway, okay.
Oh man.
Standard. So I'm at standard. Nope, that's not what it is.
You're risky
Risky.
great.
Great. And I will push myself. This seems important. I'll push myself for a bonus
Okay.
die.
You're just such a pusher.
I just can't help but push those I care about to sacrifice themselves for my gain. Anything else I could do? I
I
don't
can't
think
help
so.
but push all my allies away from me forever.
Ah! Shh. Um. Now, would you? No, I'm not gonna push it.
Would you say that? Keep going, Logan.
See, now, would you? Would you believe that the voice is a possible threat in this situation, and so I need to anticipate?
No.
Okay. Okay. 5.
I think you're the threat here. Okay, 5. So, I think. So, the voice is talking to Echo, and meanwhile, you're doing your shenanigans in the corner. Um, and I think you like the the voice is not really responding to all of this stuff that you're doing with your arcane implements. So I think you are able to tell. I mean, you can see them breathing So you're pretty sure it's just a person under there.
Wait,
Their
wait.
voice is spooky, which we've
Maybe I've
talked about.
misunderstood this entire time. I thought the voice
Yeah, I
was
think
a
you have.
literal pile of pillows on the ground, and there was just a voice
No.
coming from nowhere.
No. I don't know where you got that idea. I'm almost positive I described them as a figure shrouded in cloth
Shrouded in
multiple
pillows.
times. And when I say figure, I mean literally a person, as in the figure of a
Oh.
person
I
shrouded in
also
cloth.
misunderstood that. But okay,
Y'all have
can
been so obsessed with the pillows.
Thought that was all there was.
Wait, Sean, I would like to fall into the voice
No.
now that we know that the voice is a real person. I'm gonna drunkenly stumble into the voice and just
Oh.
knock off their
The
company.
voice is y'all are like sitting at a desk.
Why?
I think they've
Pillows.
always.
Where are the pillows?
I mean, like you're not. They're all at their cushions
Where
for
are
the
the pillows?
chair.
This is the game where Sean
the
kills
the
us
voice
all.
is never. I know, God. I'm just gonna make them destroy you now. I want you all to do your homework and go listen to the first episode where I'm pretty sure I initially described the voice, and all will become clear. No, the voice's voice is spooky, which is why they're called the voice. But otherwise, they look like a person. You just can't see who it is beneath that. Beneath the sort of like, it's like they have a lot of sheer muslin, but there's so much that it's not see through. So they're like shrouded in white cloth.
Are there even a spirit we can sacrifice then, Abby?
Yeah.
Well, all people have spirits.
Yeah, I mean that's true.
Well,
You just
not
don't
all
know
people
how
have spirits, but most people have spirits.
Yeah.
Hulls
Why
don't
not?
have spirits.
Have they ever moved? Like, do they enter the room when we come in, or are they
No,
always at this
they're
desk and
always
they-
there.
I think they're usually always already seated because
they-
they bring you into the room.
Do they move, or are they literally always in the exact same position and they have never once moved?
I mean, you can tell they move. They move their head, like they talk. You can
Like a
see
normal
like
person?
things. Yes, it seems
It
relatively
is
like a normal
episode
person.
500 and you are changing everything.
Oh, I'm not. The only thing I ever said was you can't see the figure shrouded in this cloth.
We're
I
gonna
had
play
this
back
written
the
down.
clip after
had to
this
open
goes
this file
offline.
Have I ever
We
seen a
are
Mars?
not
I know, I'm
going to
I'm
the
gonna
death
fucking
for this.
Yes, Mars is her guard. They
Okay.
literally, Mars took all your weapons off of you in the first chapter and sat there in the room with you to watch everything.
Have I ever seen Rain
I was
and the
about
Voice
to.
in the
I
same room?
was
No, we have not seen Rain in the voice.
never seen Rain and the Voice in the same room, but I don't know. You don't know. Anyways, let me go back to this document that I had to pull up. I don't know if it has everything in here, but it should have. Oh, yes.
You know
The
what we
voice.
should call this episode?
Covered in shrouds. Underneath there is a person.
Or a pile of pillows.
That's been
We
written
can't
since
be
day
very-
one
Or
of this
a
situation.
pile of pillows.
We should
Okay.
call this episode Wild Goat Chase.
Okay. Well,
Okay, well, as we leave, I want to drop a little bit of dirt on the ground.
You
Sticky
guys are
dirt.
dropping shit on the ground. Okay, from your survey, what was your question again? We've gotten sidetracked.
Well, okay, I was misunderstanding the essence of this thing. So, me with this pile of dirt, you can sort of, I'll tell you what I want, and then you can give me the information with that survey, because it's sort of the same thing.
Okay.
I'll have Temperance look through the dirt after we leave
Mm.
to see if, like, someone gets up and leaves the room, or if Rain's like, "Woof, it's hot under this pile of pillows, gotta go deceive my girl," and then heads out of the room, or, like, if it just stays there,
Yeah.
not moving.
Okay. Sure. So
If it is
here's
Rain,
the
this is a true
information
test.
I'll give you. Also, there is a consequence because you were
Yeah.
risky and you didn't get a 6.
You don't have to rub it in.
So, here's what it's gonna be. the consequence is, as you're doing this, I think the voice has done this before. They've spoken directly into your mind, basically, which is part of what's spooky about their voice. But to you specifically, it looks like the voice is talking to um, Echo, but the voice is going to specifically be like, Duchess, what are you doing over there? And the consequence will be that the voice is totally like basically alerted to whatever the hell y'all are up to. Not
Oh well,
totally,
I'll
but like
resist
knows
that.
that something is up.
You know, we don't even
Okay.
know what we're up to half the
I'll
time.
resist it. Yeah. How will I resist this? I think I'm just gonna like. Would you accept mental strain or willpower? Because she's talking real spooky in my head, and then uh, I don't know. I just want to
Probably not
like maybe if I could just
for
block her
for what
out.
you want to
I
resist with.
want to sort of like I want to like. She tries to talk to my head, but she can't even get through, and she's like, "Huh, the dial tone. Maybe there's something wrong. It's not Duchess. It's me."
No, I think it's still insight with
Mm-hmm.
deception
I
and
agree.
understanding.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Because the problem is they
Nice,
understand that
nice
you're
try for
being
that plus
sketchy
1D.
as hell.
No.
That's okay.
Okay. So a little bit of stress
Just indulge your
from
vice.
that. So I think maybe how do you avoid suspicion, do you think?
Oh, what'd she say, Duchess? What are you doing over there?
Yeah, she's basically just like, Duchess, why are you fiddling with those instruments
She's like, I'm sorry. I just
in my presence?
like sorry. I knew this was an important meeting. I noticed I just had dust all over me, and I was looking for my duster, and I pull out like a feather duster, and then I start brushing myself off. These arcane implements, they were in the way. And then I'm brushing that dirt onto the ground. Sorry, sorry. I just get real
Okay,
nervous
and you
around
brush that
people.
dirt onto the ground.
I'm only comfortable around demons. I'm sorry.
Sure. Okay, so y'all finish your little meeting. Not much. It's a whole bunch of nothing, basically, is said between the two of
I
you,
think
between
I
y'all.
start crying,
And you
and then Duchess, because I'm drunk.
Sorry, she's having one of her episodes. We gotta get out of here quick. It's fine. It's
Okay.
fine. It's fine. Let's go. Let's go. Thank you so much.
Okay, y'all leave. And once you're out, you kind of connect with Temperance
Hey,
and
Tempy
use
girl,
their
can you look
ability
through?
to see through the dirt. You dial tone in on that, and I think in your mind's eye you can see that the voice kind of sighs heavily, stands up from their chair, and seems to just stand there for a moment, and then Amaris comes in to the room, and is like, "Yes, is everything okay?" And the voice is like, "Yes, it was a strange meeting. They really had nothing of any import to say. Have we been looking into what they've been working on lately?" And then the two of them just sort of walk out the door.
Was it still
And that,
the spooky voice, or was it like a normal voice when she was talking to just Amaris?
um, I don't think you know. Just from seeing, it seemed normal.
Normal for the voice, or
You could hear
normal?
like you could hear a physical voice. Yeah, you didn't hear like a mental voice in your
Got it.
head.
Got it. Okay. Okay. Okay.
I can't believe you
Oh.
really thought it was a pile of pillows. Why would I ever?
I
Why?
think you're fooling me.
The
To be fair,
voice
I
has
didn't
been
think it was a
No.
pile of
replaced.
pillows, but I did think maybe it was a specter of some kind under the muzzle.
I mean, she probably is. Okay, I'm gonna hang out with Rain and inquire about this. And my actual question is Rain and the voice the same person?
Okay. Let's see. So, are you? I think if that's your actual question, like you literally actually asked that to Rain,
No.
then I don't think you have to roll anything.
Well-
Does that sound fair? Okay.
Wait,
you-
maybe. Yeah, I'll try. I'm gonna try to get her, like, in a place where she's like, will dish to me. I'm not gonna be like, come on, you and the voice. Like, the voice has to be something weird. Like, I'm not gonna like put her in a place. I'm gonna be like, oh, the voice is so intriguing, and I like you work with such interesting people. Like, and I want her to be like, if she has interesting information to share, I want to put her in a place where it's like, okay, well, here's the deal.
Sure. Okay. What do you want to roll for that?
That's a great question, Sean.
The deuce.
If you want extra info, you're gonna have to do something. Or you could just roll 2 fortune die.
I'll take that option, thank you.
Okay, yes. Just for sheer connection for all the time you've put into connecting with Rain.
Okay.
You get 2 fortune die to
Nice.
see how much she is willing to talk. Okay, 6. So that's good. So Rain is like, oh, so you're taking interest in the voice. Well, don't tell her too much because she likes to be secretive, so I try not to, just give out information willy-nilly. But me and her kind of started this whole thing together with Amaris, and we've just known each other for a long time. So, she's like known me even since I was little, basically. So we're just really close, and she does that whole thing with the shrouds just to be kind of spooky or whatever. But she did a weird ritual at one point when she was younger, and it just didn't go well. So that's why, and that's why her voice is all weird like that. But it's not like, I don't know. She's always looking out for me and Omaris and the group, and we couldn't have done any of this without her. So, I mean, that's a hot goss, I think.
Yeah. Well, now I feel bad.
We're not the same person.
Don't feel bad. You just killed your other lover.
I don't feel bad about that.
Yeah, so I think you get the feeling that, like, they've known each other for a long time. It's definitely a person under there. They're just very secretive.
Yeah, how? I mean,
Their
is she
voices
like
due to a
a
ritual.
mother figure for Rain, or?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think you would definitely say, like, definitely familial.
Yeah.
They're very close. I mean, Amaris is more like a sister, but
Voices are too hot.
the voice definitely gives off like matronly vibes. So definitely, I don't think she outright says like, "Oh, I see her as a mother," but like, she was like, has taken care of me for so long, and like I go to her for anything that I need help with. Blah blah blah. I'm just so glad that I have her. And yeah, I think that's most of what you asked for.
Yeah. No, that's fine.
I don't think there's anything else really to give you, to be honest.
Rain doesn't need the voice anymore. She has me.
Start removing everything she loves and cares about, and she'll have to come crawling back to you.
That's how you get them.
How you keep them.
Blaze
That's how you
Guard
keep them.
is an example of healthy relationships.
Kids, don't listen to anything that they're saying, please.
Okay, great.
Okay.
What have we
Well,
learned?
y'all have made a lot of progress.
I've made a revelation.
I think this is a great time to
We did start kind of late, but I think
take a break. Think of how
I was
we're
gonna say, unless someone has
this.
one more, I think we'll just call it because it's getting rather late. Unless there's one more quick gather information someone wants to do. But that sounds like a resounding no since nothing came to mind.
Well, I was gonna say I could talk to Mia. And just be
Good.
like, "Hey, yo, Mia. Just out of curiosity, I got to move an immovable object. What's that gonna be like? Big magic energy.
Big magic energy. Do you give her more information?
Yes, I probably am. Like, it's called the. Don't tell anyone, Mia. Trust
My lips are sealed. But I say
the
nothing for
Maw
Chester.
of Oblivion or something like that. The Maw of the Void. I don't know.
Yeah. Okay, roll tier +1, so 4 for Mia to see how much she can help you. But I don't know. You might owe her a favor or something.
I gave her
You can't just rely on Mia every time. She used that to fix your problem with the key.
She did.
She doesn't know much. She says, I think I have heard. Maybe she's heard of that mirror in passing, but she doesn't know a lot about it. I know it does weird stuff with the ghost field. If it's locked there somehow from the ghost field, maybe you can like disconnect it from the ghost field somehow. I don't know. I mean, those Sparkcraft guys, they do a lot of crazy stuff. So that might be your best bet. There could be a ritual.
Again, huh?
I don't know. Take
Alright.
ions. They just do all sorts of things. Yeah, there could be a ritual maybe that helps to stop it from doing its spooky stuff. But that's an old thing. Like that key you got, it's not gonna just lay down and do what you want.
Told you about that.
She was there.
Mia
helped
literally
with
put it in a bottle of Leviathan blood
Told you about that.
to keep it from going crazy. Also, of note, Mia also not a pile of pillows.
No.
No.
I know Mia is a pile of 3 squirrels under a trench coat.
That might be true. She's
Okay,
3 squirrels
alright.
wearing a trench coat and a wig.
I give up. I go home.
My alternate idea is we take the black slide key, we put it outside of this portal, and we just wait until a powerful enough ghost gets drawn to the key and sucked into this thing, and then we move it.
Ooh, not a bad idea.
Yeah, that's my other good idea, but
I like that.
I like the first one better.
I do too.
I know, but we don't know if the voice is powerful enough to sacrifice.
I'm sure
it's not a spirit yet. I mean,
if the voice is not powerful in and of herself, the spirit of the relationship that she has with Rain that we're killing will be powerful enough. That is a familial bond. Okay, that is priceless. And we sacrifice that straight into that mirror.
I'll bring the black slide key as backup.
Okay.
We go with plan A. I bring key in Leviathan blood as plan B. It will all work out in the end.
Okay, sounds good. Well, we will dive into that in
3 weeks.
About
right?
3 weeks,
3 weeks.
Because next week, yeah, something
next week is different.
Sarah will be, I don't. We might figure something else out, but we won't do
Maybe
a regular
something, maybe not.
stream. Yeah, we won't do quite the usual stuff. But and then the week after we'll do Burning Wheel. So that'll be in 2 weeks' time, and then in 3 weeks' time we'll get to deal with the pile of pillows. I'm actually gonna turn her back into a pile of pillows now.
He's so mad that we thought she
Out of
was a pile of pillows.
That doesn't hurt me because
But
I knew it all along. You were confused.
no, well, I mean, I was confused because I didn't think. I guess I gave you a little more credit than I should have. But we will see you soon, and thank you so much for joining us.
Bye.
Bye.